eyes are on China. From human rights violations, religious persecution, the detainment of Michael Spavor and Michael Kovrig, the release of Huawei executive Meng Wanzhou, the preparations of the Beijing Olympics, and most recently, the virtual disappearance of tennis star Peng Shuai. Those watching closely wonder what it will take to stop this global power from rising. This comes as calls heighten for boycotts of the upcoming Beijing Olympic Games due to the human rights abuses, of which there are many in China. The International Olympic Committee admitting holding China to account is out of their jurisdiction.
The situations that you've referred to, the humanitarian ones in China, is not within our remit.
This while Uyghur Muslims are placed in re-education camps, working in forced labor, the women sterilized, their children ripped from their families. Canada and the U.S., along with many human rights organizations, have called it a genocide. And Chinese Christians continue to be persecuted. Government officials shut down more than 100 churches in 2020, even while many continue to join underground churches, risking imprisonment. But as the human rights abuses continue, the global community can't ignore China's economic superpower, with experts saying China could have the world's largest economy as early as 2030. So what is the recourse? How does the world hold China accountable? On today's Context, the rise of China. Welcome to Context. I'm Maggie John. Zhao Wang is the interim director at the China Institute at the University of Alberta, a think tank that looks at the global influence of the rise of China economically, politically, and culturally. She joins me from Edmonton. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
I want to start here in Canada. How reliant is Canada on China for trade? And does this relationship make it hard for Canada to hold China accountable for its actions on the world stage?
Well, Canada, first of all, is very dependent on trade, global trade. And of course, U.S. is our number one trading partner, but China is the number two. So it is a major trading partner for Canadian goods and services.
And so what does that relationship look like when it comes to holding China accountable for what we just listed at the beginning of our show, some of the human rights allegations that have been put forth?
Well, Canada will have to manage this complex relationship carefully and very thoughtfully. As we all know, China is increasing in its economic might and also its global presence. So for Canada,